This is everything that you're going to need to know about the brand new game mods in Squad Busters. Game mods are the newest addition to Squad Busters, and there are different conditions applied to each match to make each game's gameplay feel nice and fresh. Anyway, let's get right into it. First up, we got Fusion Start. This one is pretty simple. In the beginning of the game, you start with a Fusion character, so make sure you choose wisely. I would most definitely choose the epic character if you get it, but if not, choose the highest damage dealing character you got. Mod number 2 is Royal Haunt. With this mod, we're ghosts are haunting the map, so it'll be very hectic. Therefore, I recommend using the chicken to get out of sticky situations. The next mod up is Monster Swarm. With this mod, small monsters are swarming the map, so just like the last one, I recommend using a chicken to get out of hectic, sticky situations. The next mod is Mega Mole. A massive mole robot is causing havoc, but the thing is, if you destroy this robot, it'll give you high value. I recommended trying to swipe the gems at the last minute in order to not get caught fighting the robot and all the teams come and surround you. The next mod on deck is Epic Overload. Every chest gives you an epic choice. However, I do not recommend that you run an entirely epic squad, as some other characters like the medic or even the chicken give you some other utilities that could be useful. Next mod up is pretty simple, Gem Overload. Everything is dropping gems. So, a good character to use for this would be Greg or Colt, because Greg can farm trees, and Colt are good for killing the monsters like the goblins. For this mod, it'd be good to play passive and just collect gems, and ultimately that's how you can win the game. Next, we got Golem Meteors. In this mod, golems are falling from the skies, so watch out for the meteors, and what else can I say? Just don't get hit. Next up, we got Spell Overload. In this mod, spells are popping up everywhere, so honestly, you can be really aggressive in this game mode, knowing that you have all these spells, like the heal spell and the bomb spell, and you can be pretty aggressive knowing that you have those to back you up. In this mod, called Tree Giants, gem-filled tree giants are roaming around the map. So with this mod, honestly, I think it would be smart to wait for the other players to start getting him low, and then come and finish off the battle and swipe up the gems, due to the fact that the Tree Giant is pretty strong, and it'll be hard to defeat without getting third-partied. Next up, we got the Chest Madness. A rampaging chest monster is running wild. With this one, just like the last one, you might want to swipe up all the loot at the last second in fear of getting third-partied or even dying to the Chest Madness. Obviously, it's going to have a ton of loot due to the fact that it is a chest, so you might want to swipe up the loot at the last second, like I said. The next mod up is Turbo Overload. Boots are popping up everywhere, so in this mod, chickens will be pretty useless, so make sure to not pick them. And honestly, it'll be very good to come in on the last second and swoop up all the gems from the gem mine when it explodes. So honestly, slowly build up your army in the beginning, and then save up all those boosts, and then charge to the middle and third party everybody and get all the gems, ultimately leading to a solid win. The next mod is Angry Vines, where vines are growing aggressively and more rapidly. So I would make sure to take advantage of all the chests and all the trees on the farther edge parts of the map, so you can take advantage of them before they get destroyed by the vines, and then go to the middle, because if you don't take advantage of them, you'll have a smaller army, and then you'll be stuck in the middle with everybody else. The next mod up is Gold Monsters. Monsters made of solid gold are appearing. These means that are much more beefy and hard to kill, yet they drop a lot more gold. So you won't be needing goblins, but you're going to want high damage dealing characters in order to kill those more harder, beefy enemies. Next mod is Rage Monsters. Powerful rage monsters are appearing. Watch out. For this one, you're going to want high damage dealing characters, maybe a medic as well, and throw in a singular chicken in there just to get that extra boost to be able to run away from sticky situations. Next up is Pinata Party. Loot-packed pinatas are everywhere. I would recommend staying on the outskirts of the map and just killing all the pinatas. You would get actually a solid amount of gems for that, and probably going to get top 3 place in the match if you do it right. So just get some high damage dealing characters, and just keep killing the pinatas. Maybe a Greg in there to get some trees as well. Next up is Loot Goblin Rush. Loot Goblin gangs are on the loose. There's actually a ton of them, and they're really fast, so I would recommend using a chicken to keep up with them, and also using a Colt to get the long range damage in. They drop a ton of loot, so I recommend chasing them. Last, but most definitely not least, is Double Trouble. Double the characters that appear from chests, so stock up on those big, high damage dealing characters like El Primo, Colt, and Barbarians. I hope you learned a lot about mods and how to play them. Drop a like and a sub if you want more videos like this.